Yes, we can hear you. Sound quality is good.
Okay, great. All right, so so looks like we have to go through your presentations, and as it was said previously, today is stage is yours, and you will show presentation and demonstration of your project. Okay, so looks like you will be only four. Um, so take your time and try to show your projects. So we have to form an order in which you will show the stuff. So I suppose I can make this certain by the last name. So so the first would be Rasa, then Yevgeny, then Vidas, and probably the last will be Thomas. So if everyone agree, then we can start. So I will take a look. How can I give the presentation role to Rasa? Yes, make presenter. So Rasa, you can upload your presentation and you can literally show the things.
Hello, everyone. Try to. Okay. Do you see my presentation window?
Yes.
Okay. My project was a restaurant management system, and a bit of idea is to keep things running smoothly, and in every restaurant needs a management system so that the cashier can complete the order and get the receipt. In my project, it's you can easily calculate total bill of the customer order, and all you need to do is just fill up the items quantities and click on the total button. The program will display your total bill and generate the bill, save the bill in the text file and send it to the customer's mobile phone like an SMS.
Sorry for interruption. We still see your PowerPoint presentation window, but we don't see that you are switching slides. Is it as it had to be?
No, I'm switching, but I don't know why you can't see it.
Okay, so probably you have to share the screen, not just entire window.
Okay, I'll try to.
Okay, maybe you can just switch slides in PowerPoint if you like.
All right, entire screen, then. Well, now you can see it. Like
yes, everything great. Yeah, please
okay.
continue.
All right, the system contains a mini menu with the food and everything, a calculator screen, a cost field with automatic calculations, and bill generator. The receipt field where you can find all the details of the order. Save bill to TXT format document for viewing later or printing it after you save it, and sending SMS straight to the phone. And that's how the window look like. It's title and the system name and all the food and drinks, cakes, like dessert, and all you have to do is just take some items and press total. I can probably show you the exact how it works in real life. Just a second, we'll try to use it for now. All right, so we got the code and we just click run. Well, it's not running. Yeah, here we go. Do you see it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So if we take like pretending a cashier, so I take, for example, customer ordered 1 steak, 2 fishes, for example, 4 coffees or cupcake, and we press total. And here you get the cost of food, cost of drink, and cost of cakes, and subtotal, and the service tax, like €5, and the total cost. Here you can just, for example, count something. And if you press receipt, you get all the receipt with the receipt reference, the bill number, and the date of the day. All the items that you brought, the cost of one item, cost of food, all the subtotals, and all these things. And you can press the save button and just add like bill and save it. Save successfully. And if you want to send it, just need, or you got the bill in a simple way, and just add number, and it will send an SMS, like send it. So, and reset button, and I'm back to the presentation. So you can there you go, the SMS view, like what customer is getting after you send an SMS. And the program was using Python, obviously, PyCharm Community Edition for editing the code, and SMS like to TextBelt.com. A bit of code, old libraries, and some code, like you make the main window and some forms you need to do, functions for item cost, and some like that. Do you have any questions? I don't know what to say.
Well, solution is clear, and everything more or less understandable. So from my perspective, work is done really nicely. I think that's quite outstanding. Really nice, in other words. Really, really nice. Thank you. I will definitely put your mark, and you will see that right after we will finish with all of presentations. Okay, thank you. And now I will ask Evgeny to show the presentation. So I'm given a presenter role. So Evgeny, stage is yours.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, 1 minute, please. Okay, can you see
Yes, we can.
presentation? Okay. After Rasa's presentation, my will be too simple. I think so. So my presentation is about business app creation in general, programming with Python. So what was the main task? The main task was to create app for business use. So next step was to make a solution that what to create. So it should be in my point of view, simple program that solves several general main tasks. And what result is expected is working prototype of created app. So the stage one, I need to determine which tasks are meant for example, business manager. And I choose that manager need to operate or make some basic operations with numbers. Also, he need some information about dates. And also, he need to operate with text to make some notes or something like that. So, and next stage, I make a question, can this be implemented? And answer was yes. And another question was, what else should we do? We need graphic user interface, and programs should be simple. And what programming language to choose? I chose Python and version 3.8.10. At next stage, we need to create code. So at first, so-calling substage, I created main menu. At second substage, I created 3 apps. And at the third stage, I combined all apps and main menu code to one file. And the fourth stage was to do some testing to check if everything is working well. So what I got as results? So I got 3 apps that on the left you can see main menu that manager runs the program, and he can choose calculator, calendar, or notepad for some notes, for making some notes. And another plus of this software that all 3 programs can work simultaneously and independently. What I use, some interesting notes while I was programming. So I used Notepad++. For me, it very good application. It's very easy to use. For calendar, I used the Tkinter calendar library. Tried for file open and save, used commands from libraries about saving files, and tried to implement try except statement in the calculator app. Were there any difficulties? Yes, there were. So it was still a little bit problematic with syntax for me. because it has some differences with C++, lots of new functions and arguments, and in this programming language also they also have this problem, but when you have no practice as it's quite difficult to program things. So what we can do? Nothing except read and practice, practice and practice. So that's it. Thank you.
Why wouldn't you demonstrate the app?
I can try to do this. Yes, wait, please. Okay, trying to share my screen again. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
So I round up, and here is my app. So if I press and want to make some calculations, here's calculator. If I want to see some date, here is calendar. We can check days and see weekends, can see. And if I want to make some notes, here is Notepad. So I can something type, then save. And open.
Okay, thank you.
That's it.
Okay, thank you. Well, things are clear. And now I will give an option to make things for Vaidas. So
Yeah.
now you have to be a presenter.
Yeah, I think I can see it. Just need to find the buttons. Probably you can see it. I hope so. Can you see the
Yes.
presentation? All right.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So basically, my project work was about tracking the records for installed items. I try to keep it as simple as possible because it is just a prototype. So, oh, come on. Because I'm working in a security field, so on a daily basis, I see that our company employees, installers, taking stuff from warehouse and taking it to the field, installing it, and from other projects taking back and just try to keep the track of it, because at the moment we're using a license program and app, but it is too expensive, as we can see like that. So the main idea is to track the project list, like to see where all the stuff is going, the items, and try to save the money, minimize the item loss. For example, sometimes the installers can leave or forget what they installed at specific fields. For this prototype, I was using a Python with Kinter interface, TreeView, SQLite for databases, and Kinter for message boxes. As Kinter, as you presented in the lectures, we know how to install it. So as you can see, we import Kinter as a small code to use it. And this is the interface start of the code that you can see. It's like the root title, how it's called, the width, the height, the size of it, the color code. For TreeView, well, the TreeView is a widget also from one of the Kinter widgets that displays a hierarchy of items and can be shown in the columns to the right of the tree. It can be used to build like user interfaces to see like something like a tree that uses like Windows Explorer or Mac operating systems. As you can see, there is like a headings like a tree, and we can see like product ID and what will be displayed in the when we run the program, and we can see like a 3 columns, what is the width, what is the height, everything else, and it is shown now. For database, for all the data, I used SQLite 3. You can see the download link. It's quite easy to create databases now. So you can see that I use a couple of tables, like one is admin to log into the program, to the app, and another one was like item ones. I had to specify the types of the, for example, username. It's going to be entered as a text, not as an integer, because if you try to enter as an integer, we're going to have like an error code. Same is going for project ID, security items, or item quantity. For SQLite, we also have to import it. I didn't have any problems, but some maybe older Python versions doesn't have it installed, so you need to pip install it, SQLite. As you can see, database, we need to connect it. So basically the program connects to our database and to the SQLite 3. So as you can see in the second photo on the line 3, we're connecting to the SQLite 3, and for specific database that called security.db. And cursor shows that we're trying to connect it and establishing connection, which we use to execute the creation of desired database columns if it's not presented. So the program will create it for us, as you can see, like admin one or item ones. Also used Kinter message box. As a result, you can see we can have like a couple of them, as you can see at the third screen. I tried to search but couldn't find that. There's like just 4 images, icons that we can use, like a warning sign, like a exclamation mark, and something like that. So I want to try to change it, but use in the code as a result. So the end icon is warning sign. So for example, do you want to delete it or do you want to close it? And if the definition is correct, right? Yes. So we're doing what is showing the window or something else what we want to do. So basically, this is a simple overview. So on the left side, you can see the menu. To log into the program, you need to enter a password that is presented in database in the security.db file. You can implement it yourself, or you can just don't use it. If you want to, then you log in, so you have almost the same window. You can see on the right side, you have inventory and you have an account, and the account you can log in and log out. In inventory, you have like view item, and you have add an item view, and you can see the moment if there is view item, and you can see what is there implemented. I would like to run a program to show you how it works in the main view, but I think I need permissions for my other user without a microphone because it's running on another computer. Can I get permissions for it?
Okay. So I'm giving presenter permissions to the second account.
Okay. All right, here we go. So I hope you can see it. So basically, everything is here.
Yes, we can.
Yeah. So basically, I'm opening a database, and I will show that there's file like security.db, and there's rights. For example, admin, username, password that is stored in it, and we can just simply view it by pressing browse data. You can see what is the like username, the password. Same goes for item column. Pressing browse. Browse, we can change to item. We can see what's the item added in there as the program running. So start window, file, count or exit. Pressing the account, we're having another window, entering the credentials to log in, like admin. As you can see, I used like stars that it couldn't be seen from the side. Second window, again, we have logout, exit, inventory. We can view it, or we can order a new item. So in my work at the moment, for example, we're giving like an object, for example, this in some place like city, Riga, Vilnius, Kaunas, and we're giving like 4 digits number, for example, 1112. Security item is called what's going to be installed in there. For example, there's like Ajax or Protect, and the item quantity is 5, what was installed in there. We can search by the object ID, for example, 5046, 1546. Press the button search, and we can see what was installed in all the object, all the project. And as the installer going back, he knows what he needs to collect. For example, the CCTV cameras or a channel anywhere, and or he used like 500 cables of UTP 2 times, or some POA commutators. When we press the reset button, it resets in the previous view. We can see all the objects. What I'm thinking of implementing, more like adding the users. You can see like who installed it, or who take all the things from the object, and you can, if you want, for example, the contract was closed and we need to take all the stuff, for example, from 5046 object. All right, delete it. I sure want to delete it, yes. And simply with deleting it, also all the records are deleted from the databases we have. Oh, it's not deleted for some reason. Strange. Also in database, we can export the file as CSV, and we can view it in Excel, so it's easier, and we also can import it from Excel. I think that's it from me.
Okay, thank you. Well, more or less things are clear. All right. And now it's turn for Thomas.
It would be better to present first.
Well, issues happen. Okay, anyways, you got the presenter's role, and the stage is yours.
Can you see the?
Yeah.
Okay, so short introduction, then primary goals, and Warehouse 2.0. So introduction to successfully control and know what's in your warehouse, you should know what is happening in your warehouse. To know that, you can have books where you can keep track of things, but in modern warehouse, there should be computer programs where you can track your warehouse stock. So the goal of this program is to help keep track of your warehouse. And this is the first screen of the program. So as you can see in picture, this login screen is very simple. It includes fields for username, field for password, and login and exit buttons. So the whole program was created using Tinker. Login code checks username and password from users.txt, and if username or password is wrong, it gets error message, wrong username or password. And also it checks if admin is logging in or not. So this is the code for login screen. We can see it later. Then main window. So main window has add product button, remove product button. You can see all the buttons, and these buttons open different like windows. Also, you can see how many products are in warehouse, how many pieces are in warehouse, and this total sum. And if you log in as administrator, so you can add or remove user. So this is the code. We will see that later. So another window which has add product window, which has product name, product price, and quantity. So you can add product if such product already exists in database. So it will say that the product is in database already. The code. Then you can remove a product. So we have drop-down menu. Have remove button, which removes product from database, and back button, which closes this window. When product removed, you get the message that it is removed. Also the code of the window. Then update product. You also have drop-down menu to select the product, and you can change the price and the quantity of product in warehouse. Also code. Then you can view one product, so you can choose product from drop-down menu, press view product, and you can see product. Back button closes this window, also the code, and you can view all the products. So in the database. So that's it, and now I can show how it works. Okay, so as you can see, it's the use login screen. So if I enter Thomas, okay. Can't remember now my login. You see that you have only the file menu to log off or exit. If you enter like admin login, you can have add user and remove user window. So we can add some product. Let's say like in this product already exists, like in the slides, there was Kava. Now, let's say beer. Okay, the product successfully added. Now we can remove the product. So we remove the product. It disappeared from the list. Then update, like we can print anything we want. The product was successfully updated. Then view product, it's here. If you select, you can like see that product and view all products, so you can see the whole database. And that's it.
Okay, I see. Thank you. Things are clear. All right. So actually, yeah. Well. Actually, I already know which marks I will give you. They only have to check the final mark creation rule because there are some percentages, if I'm mistaken. But anyways, guys, in some minutes you will see your marks in the Moodle. Okay, so thank you for showing the presentations. Things are clear, and it was really nice to see such nice results you created. So, which means that you see, just adding knowledge to a kind of time and effort, you can have something in the end which is working. So that's really, really awesome. Okay, so thanks again for showing presentation. Thanks for attending classes. It was really nice to see you attending the classes and trying stuff on your computers. All right, and
Thank you.
yeah, thanks. And by this, I suppose we can finish our meeting because I received a message from Gediminas that it's impossible to be connected because of the work. But okay, since things are submitted, well, I can even evaluate those things. And about others, well, nothing is submitted. Like we have Diana, another Gediminas, and Nikita. Okay, nothing submitted and they didn't appear. Well, okay, it is what it is. All right, guys. So probably see you on the next times, maybe. Who knows? All right. So thanks again, and you will get your marks. So bye-bye, guys. Well, if any questions, you can ask, by the way.
Thank you for the lectures. Yeah, I have a quick question about Kinter message box. Is it still possible to change the basic 4 like icons, like warning one, the exclamation mark, or did it just stick to it?
As far as I know, it is possible.
It's possible, yeah. All right.
Yes. As far as I know, but once again, in my experience, I used to use the second version, but I suppose in the third version it's available as well.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for lectures. Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. Have a nice evening, guys.
Thank you for lectures.
Hope you to see you next semester.
Well, let's see if it will happen, but it would be really nice.
Thank you for the lectures. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.